20s and overcoming anxiety. I have a great story to tell you and to encourage you to drive. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. I just finished driving my client. She's 27 years old. She's on her 8th drive. We're talking about her getting her license, going for the road test, and she's thinking about moving out of her apartment and possibly getting a home. I have a family member who's an insurance agent and real estate agent, and there'll be some links in the bio if you are interested. So I want to get you going, and we're going to go through the whole process. So when you get into a car, you want to come in and make sure your door's locked. Okay? Want to make sure your door's locked. Hey, happy Tuesday. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. Much love. Always love. How are you doing? Okay. Let me, yes, something was going on. Maybe I hit a button. I don't know. I see you chatting it up, and put in your thoughts and ideas, and I want to share the good news with you. So, I am teaching a young lady about 27 years old how to drive. She's on about her 7th or 8th lesson. So I'm going to talk and drive at the same time and kind of get you guys in. So you got to frame the rear window in the mirror, right? I plan to buying some stuff. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot, right? And if there's something you want me to make specifically for you as a driver, or social media, or marketing or sales, let me know. I have a marketing background, marketing major, history minor, public speaking major, okay? I have 2 bachelors and masters. And we'll talk about the whole process and then how it should play out. So we want to frame our rear window. We got a lot to talk about. I want you to feel comfortable, and I do care about all of you. Our left mirror, we want to adjust the side, and then the right mirror, we want to adjust it so we see. So I'm on the east side of the metro area, older homes. We'll show you things. We'll talk. I just want you guys and ladies just to feel good and leave comments. So when I'm not moving, I can take a look and answer your question. Okay, so I'm gonna look over my shoulder, blinkers on, and you gotta look. Okay, I'm gonna take some streets and then I'll get on the expressway also. So I gotta stop. I wanna show you this. Okay, stop sign is right here, but I can't see left and right, so I gotta move up. I'm also gonna show you. I gotta move up and look left and right. You can see how bright it is. I got the Ray-Ban Metas on, and they're transition and they do work. So I'm gonna turn in the nearest lane. And a lot of the older areas, ones that we're in now, they have narrower streets. This used to be like almost like a 2-lane, but what they did, they made it even smaller. So to the right of me is the bike lane, but people don't care. They'll drive on both sides of the street. You know what this means. You got the double yellow. So let's kind of take you through the journey. My client is in her late 20s. She's living in an apartment. I don't know her situation, whether she's married, child, boyfriend. It's not for me to ask. But she said, I got money saved up. So I want to help her, and I'm going to change. I want to help her get a car. I want to help her get a house. She wants to move from this area. It's not the greatest area. What is it like? East side of Detroit. This car's about to come out with a couch on me. I'm going to show you this. You see what people do. They'll just put, this guy is hauling a couch, not mad, and that couch could fall. So she wants to move from this area. I'm going to show it to you. And she might want to move to a different area, low crime, better homes, because a lot of people don't take care of their homes, right? And I'm talking about bars on the door, pit bull dogs, loud cars, people drinking, drug use, prostitution, crime. I'm talking real to you. So we're not going to sugarcoat it. So you got to want more for yourself. Like this car didn't even have a blinker on. You got to want more for yourself and also be humble. So her getting her license is going to be a transformation process. Okay. So this is like Cleveland, Ohio, east side of Detroit, certain parts of Houston, Texas, certain parts of Los Angeles. 2 family flats, okay, And some of these houses have been stripped, set on fire. They got to be torn down. So it's not the greatest area. And we're by our school to the right. So you see these kids are trying to come out, and I'm not trying to hit them. So I'm going to slow down and just wait. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. I don't know what this girl's doing. So you got to be careful around school zones, right? Even though school is out, it's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. You got to be careful. The speed limit here is 30. You can see the area, Bandit, Burger King. Some people have a license out here, some don't. Some are driving illegally. So we're trying to change that trend, okay? So I'm showing you this to motivate you. If you feeling me and this is real, give it a thumbs up. So, she's in her early 20s, late 20s. She's trying to, the grocery stores. This is a food desert. Let's just be real. They don't have full-blown grocery stores in these areas. East side, west side of Detroit, east side area of Philadelphia, Chicago. You have a food desert. So they're not stores aimed at that type of population. Okay, I'm back. I got to go through a screen. So I think what you see here is an area that has had its heyday, but also their opportunities. A lot of people who have money are coming in, flipping the house, put in a furnace, put on a roof, slap some doors on, redo the kitchen, redo a couple rooms, and they trying to sell it for $250,000, $200,000. So you got to know what you're looking for, okay? And there are opportunities out here. Don't get me wrong. I didn't move out until I was about 21 or 22. I moved into an apartment. I started driver's ed. I started teaching. Then from there, they just pulled out. I started teaching and stacking money, and next thing you know, I was getting ready to get married. And, so it's a process. You can't just move into a house. You got to have a down payment. You got to have good credit. You got to be working on your job. So, but there's some real estate programs, and I'm going to turn you on to those programs for education, right? You want to be educated. Okay, let me flip screens back. It's not about me, it's about you guys. So, school zone area, there's the Hawk Light. And you got to be careful in these school zones. A lot of kids are getting out from practice. They'll just run across the street. And I'm not trying to hit a kid. I'm really not trying to do that. So you got to look left, middle, right. You see brake lights popping on. And this second light always freaks me out. It blinks yellow for a long time, and then boom, it's red. So that I'm still not used to it. I've been over here 4, 5, 6 times. Okay? And then I got to get over one lane to the right because this right lane ends. There's the city bus. It's like everything is happening right now. The city bus wants to get over. And it's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's rush hour, man. We out here. Okay? Got the city bus pulling up on me. Uh-huh. Do you guys have buses like this? Most metropolitan areas do. Because a lot of people in the cities don't drive. They don't drive. So mass transportation is really important. Yes, got those buses. Yes. I used to ride those buses until I was about 16 once I learned how to drive. But I'm always humble. Always stay humble, man. So we're going into another city now. The vibe changes a little bit. You're going to see the housing values go up. And a lot of these smaller cities have city ordinances. You can't have a pit. You can't have junky cars in front of your house. After 10 o'clock, it's quiet. Okay, you've got to have your grass cut. Okay, and I think that's important. You can see the difference already by looking at the video. It looks clean. You don't see a lot of trash. You don't see abandoned houses. If they do, they're boarded up. So just going from less than a half mile, you guys see a difference. But also you see a lot of apartments and condos, and a lot of people can't get pre-approved for $200,000, $75,000, $150,000. I'm not a real estate My daughter is, and she knows more about that. She is doing a webinar right now, and I'll try to link that in. And also, we can get her on and have her talk to you about purchasing a home. What is it like? It's different in every different area, but you're gonna get value, right? Because eventually you want to move from an apartment to a house, but also you could get into a condo. You don't have to cut grass. You don't have to worry about a furnace. You don't have to worry about all those house things, a roof, because owning a house, you've got to take care of your home because it will go up in value. So all of you who are learning how to drive, I just want to motivate you. And we're living through this right now with this young lady I'm driving. She's 27 and she's at 246, establishing credit, because you don't want to stay with your mom and dad forever. You really don't. Because, thank you for the thumbs up, because once I learned how to drive, and then I got a football scholarship, so it was a little bit different for me. And my parents were like, you're going to go to community college. My dad was an electrician, and I was stupid. He would send the skilled trades. He had his own business, right? I should have got my journeyman's license, been an electrician. Would I still been today? I don't know. But I didn't want to do that. My mom was a nurse. So they had some ideas, but I'm like, I got a scholarship. I'm leaving. I'm going. So the scholarship opened up opportunities for me. And a lot of you, again, I don't know your age, opportunities are here, right? And you got to make your opportunities. You got to go out and get it. No one's going to give you anything, okay? You see me here teaching students, and it just so happens, this young woman, followed me up, and we're out here driving, and one thing led to another. So we're going to take you through the journey. I'm going to have to get over one lane. Let's see if I can right now. You see me looking, and then I got to slide over, right? I checked my blind spot. Oh. A lot of memories over here. But anyway, we're in another city now. And this is kind of your business area. Okay? Lower speeds, signs. But all these areas I'm taking you through, very affordable, but you got to have education. You got to have someone teach you. Okay? In fact, my daughter's on a Zoom call now, and I can't do two things at once, so I got to stop. This is a four-way stop. Pause. We look. We check. Then I proceed. 25 miles an hour. But driving can open up opportunities for jobs. And you got to have money. You got to have money for driver's ed. You got to have money for adult driving lessons. No one is going to work for free. I don't work for free. You don't work for free. And then God is good. Good things happen. I'm going to go up to this edge. I have a green. I'm looking left and right. I'm going to go in really slow. And I'm going in real slow to the turn. I've seen some of the videos when I make them for you. When I push the gas, I kind of go back and you see the car turning. This is a longer car. This is an Impala. But at the same time, you see me smiling because I realize, and some of you may not, but once you attain that license, it's the next step in your life, right? You're going to be driving around, and you're going to want to get a job. In your area, there might not be any jobs, but 10 minutes away, they need help. And it's just far enough you can't take the bus, right? It's just far enough you cannot take the bus. But if you have a car, you can get there in like 10 minutes, okay? So my student told me, I already got a job. It's like 10 minutes away. I'm like, okay. Okay, that's good. 10 minutes away. I want to move from here. I'm like, you can move. So I'm giving her that confidence, right? If this is bringing value to you, and I'm making sense to you, you need to be clicking that thumbs up, man. We trying to get 15 thumbs up. And if I really preach value to you and show you value, you're like, man, this guy, keep talking, baby. Right? So, because I've been through her journey. I got my license at about 16. I worked at a bus terminal. Then I worked at the YMCA, and I was just stacking money, trying to save. I bought a used car. It needed work, but that was my car, my piece of junk. And I was happy with it. My friends, their parents gave them the second or third car. My car was like 20 years old. They were rolling in nice cars and all that. My car sounded like a piece of junk, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to show you the crosswalk. So I could turn on red. I looked at the sign. Is there a sign here? I can turn on red, but I can't because cars are coming. So you got to check. There's that city bus again. And I'm showing you real life. I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to go ahead and get over it. You see how it happens. Okay? This is real life out here. But, whoa. You see that car just stop in the middle of the street. People will just shoot out. But this is what you will do. So imagine you going to work, you coming home. This is what all of you will see. And I can't make this up. This is not no AI. I'm not putting in scenes. This is real. People cutting out, buses stopping. You have to see this. My man carrying a motor over there or whatever. But you can look at a lot of these cars. Some of these, the average car is about 10 to 12 years old. Right? So all people now driving new cars, you want to find something affordable, reasonable, that fits in your budget, because you got to establish credit. And once you establish your credit and have a nice little job, you could get approved for a first-time mortgage and find a house. And then your whole life will change, right? True that. So I'm just keeping my speed. So this is bigger than me. This is bigger than all of you. And I'm showing you real life out here. It doesn't matter if you're in the city. We're not kind of in the suburban area, but same things out here. There are houses, a lot of old people. They're getting ready to downsize, move into a condo. Young people are coming out in these areas, young families, single mom, single dad. It doesn't matter. You're just trying to get your money. You're trying to go. But you got to have reliable transportation to get back and forth to a job. I also know a couple managers at some restaurants who are looking for people, but people are not reliable. Okay, they don't show up when they're supposed to. And if you show up late to work, you're going to get fired. I only give you 2 or 3 or 4 times, and then you're done. You see me going to work, if I show up late, I'm going to get written up and get fired. And the number one reason why people speed is because they're late. We're cruising about 45 miles an hour. I'm in the middle lane chilling. Relax, I got the AC blowing. Okay, car's on a half a tank. I just do $20 in, right? No one's big pimping. I'm not rolling in a cyber truck all charged up, right? I'm your typical American, middle class guy. Okay, but I'm showing you, if through hard work and believing in yourself, you can reach all your goals. That's why I'm trying to tell you this, man. You got to believe in yourself. And it's about relationships. I know other drivers and instructors, other road testers, real estate people, finance people. I told you my cousin, she used to do driver's ed. Okay, she's like, I'm done. I'm like, we could go into business together. Oh, I'm tired. I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to drive those people. I'm like, come on. I'm talking to my cousin, trying to convince her. Right? So she's about 10 years older than me. Trying to convince her. So we're cruising about 45, chilling. No one's trying to tailgate me. And this is good moving traffic through the thoroughfare. These roads should take you to the downtown area and out. I'm scanning left, middle, and right. And I'm not trying to have anxiety. My vibe is different. You can tell by my voice. So I'm using eye movement. I'm looking to the left. I'm looking to the right. I'm looking straight. I see a green light down there. I'm telling you what I see, and this is what you should be doing when you drive. You should be having eye movement. Like this, there's a Ford. I'm going to show you the bumpers all smashed up. This Ford to the left. I'm like, what the heck? What did they back into, or did they get hit? In fact, the car, it looks like the frame is bent. Okay, you see that car to the left? Okay, but I'm going to keep moving. And every intersection, you got to be really careful, because cars do run lights. And we don't know what state of mind people are in. Did they break up with someone? You know, are they going to lose their job and they're scared to tell their spouse? You know, is there a warrant for their arrest? They get ready to go to jail? We don't know. So I try to just be prepared and be humble and thankful for what I have. And I'm humble and thankful to, you know, show you guys real life out here. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I don't want to tailgate this Escape. I'm at 50, the speed limit is 45. So you can see me, I'm losing my following distance. I don't want to be to the right, because I'll be behind this person in this big truck with those mirrors, and I don't want that. And this traffic is like this 24 hours a day. What does this mean to you? You're seeing real life, how to avoid anxiety, how to be fearless. Now I feel better because they're starting to pick up a little bit, and I'm just scanning ahead, and I see green lights, and I'm like, yay, that's good. And I'm just trying to vibe a little bit. I'm going to get over one lane to the right, about 4 blinks, and I'm in there. Boom. And I used to be that person waiting for the bus. No shame. But I think once you get tired of waiting for the bus, in the rain, the snow, in the heat, you say enough, I want to get my license. Now this Kia on this car hauler, I wouldn't recommend that, but you got the Kia boys, they'll steal those. And some insurance companies will not finance you. So I would not say mess with the Kias. And I have a friend who's an insurance agent. Yes. I will put in the link to my daughter, who is a licensed real estate agent. We're not going to say fake stuff. And I think the seminar, the webinar she's doing, I think it'll be very valuable to at least educate you. Okay? So I'm trying to get her to do more social media. You know, when you're young, you just want to hang out with your friends. I'm like, girl, you got to sell houses. What are you doing? So, but she's starting to listen. She's starting to post. And I'll throw some links in there. And then, you know, you never know. And I'm trying to just take my time. There's some nice cars on this car hauler. And you can see the heavy traffic through here. There's a Rivian electric vehicle. Those are pretty nice. Got a Tesla right there, an older one. And now we're starting to pick up again. We're right at 45. And you notice me, I'm kind of back from the wolf pack. I don't want to be right up on top of cars. Like that white Ram 1500, they're really tailgating, man. I know you see those Corvettes over there, but my money's not like that anymore. So, you know, I'm anywhere from 40 to 60K, you know. But right now, I'm riding good, and I'm not worried about it. It's about you. I'm just trying to motivate all of you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm trying to get to 12 thumbs up. We're at 6. So if you're just starting here, we're talking about being fearless, avoiding anxiety when you drive. So one thing to do is get to an open lane. I'm in an open lane. Now we can see more. Our field of vision has increased. Get to an open lane. Drive at the speed. My client who's 27, sometimes she drives a little slow. And then we have to either run a light or slam brakes. Both are dangerous. So I'm trying to encourage you. You got to pick up a little bit. You can see me. I'm right at the speed limit. I'm scanning left, middle, right. I'm scanning left, middle, right, like I'm looking. I'm looking. Because I don't want to get hit by someone and I don't want to run a light. So I'm looking. And we'll figure out how I can, do the camera. So I'm really looking and checking. I'm going to get over one lane to the right. You see me look and check. And now I'm back. I'm good. Just taking my time, keeping that space. Because there are a lot of curves here. I'm going to show you this. And this is a really sharp curve, so I got to drop my speed down. I'm going really slow. And I know you see how sharp this curve is. I just want to take my time. I'm going really slow. Because sometimes this light changes really quick. And this is a good drive to take you guys on. I do a lot of driving in this downtown area. I take adults and teens on this road. It's a one-way. You got a lot of signs. So it's not just boring. You got to go through roundabouts. Got to do three-point turnarounds, dual carriageway, merging on the expressway. And now I'm lifting my foot. I see all those cars slowing down. I'm like, what's going on? I see a blue Corvette up there. But something's going on. You see all these cars going really slow. What do you guys think is going on? Put it in. Now all of a sudden they're trying to speed up in that old Escalade. Then they're about to crash into someone. That's stupid. So what they just did, this black Escalade, and that's a temporary license plate to the right. That's a temporary license plate. This G6 is pretty nice. Okay, you just got to find the right car for your budget. If you have a bigger one, it's going to drink gas. Okay, the electric cars are still good. There's some really affordable electric cars out here. I don't want to mess with that. I don't have a plug. I get it. Everyone's different. And I used to say that a few years ago. But I've really been doing a lot of research, and there are a lot of good used electric cars on the market, particularly Teslas. They hate on Elon. They are, but I don't care if I can find a used one for under 30K, 32, 33, 27, 29. That looks good range. I'm going to get that boy. And then we'll really step up the driver's education and teaching adults and teens, and we'll really be able to show you more. So this is your downtown area. The court. Hopefully none of you go there. Business. We don't have time to go through the downtown area. I'm just simply showing you. Yeah. Okay, I got to stop it here. You can't run lights. And then I can look at some of your comments. Okay, let's look at these comments. Can you do whatever you do to mine? Definitely will. I'm ready to get my own car. Yes, right, Myles, for real. I'll tell you, I've seen him on 94. Just wondering how to book a class. Got to go on my stand and set up a coaching call, and we'll set that up. I was just looking at some of the comments. And really, you see what I'm saying? It's God, man. Word of mouth. Okay? He treated me good. I watch his stuff. It's good. Now, this turn is weird. There used to be a big building here to the right, so it looks like the road would just go on to the right, but it's a really sharp turn here. So I got to go in slow, and I got to stay in my lane. And some of you will panic. You see how sharp I'm turning. You see what the car's doing. Whew. Okay, and I'm just scanning. And then at the light, I got to go around. So I've seen a lot of people drive the wrong way on these one-way streets. I'm telling you, it's scary. So if you want to book a consultation, I'm pushing out the stand store. There's a link, and it does work. I did update. There's a link in my bio. You click on it. You can set up a coaching call. We can look at your situation. If you're over 18, you need to get a temporary instruction permit. And then we can set up lessons, price, and what you need, and then we'll get you to the road tester. So it's like all inclusive. It's all about relationships. Okay, I'm not gonna just drive you and just dump you, right? It's all about helping people. And when you do good things, it comes back to you. So we're still on a one-way. There's the Tesla Plaid over there, right? I know cars, man. Come on. That's the Tesla Plaid. It's that big boy. And then I know the owners of this Dairy Queen. Come on now. We're trying to give people a job. You got to start somewhere. If I'm bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. So we're on the one way. We're maintaining speed. We're talking about reducing anxiety. Well, how does getting a job reduce anxiety? You got to start believing in yourself. Gradual exposure. You got to learn how to deal with people. You can't always take it personal, right? A lot of people take things personal. They got some good little cars over here. And, you know, the young lady I'm teaching, we're going to go over to some dealerships. You're going to see that. You'll be involved too, because I want to help her reach her goal of moving from a really challenging area to move to a better area. She's got a job. She's got money saved up. She wants more for herself. And that's what driving will do. It's deeper than just taking some lessons. That's how I view it. Okay, but because it can change your life. You know that grass is sprayed, right? It's sprayed green. It's still wintertime here in the Midwest. That's one of the tricks they do for real estate too. Eventually I have to get over to the right, but I'm not going to do it before this intersection. I used to have a bad habit like that of just changing lanes in the middle of the intersection. But I'm going to go ahead and get over now to keep space. I'm a little fast. You can tell I'm really close to this white Cadillac. So I'm going to back off a little bit. Good. Now I feel a lot more comfortable. And also it's about relationships. I know the manager at this Kia dealership. Thank you for the thumbs up. And the young lady I'm teaching how to drive, I'm going to take her to the Kia dealership. But you said you weren't going to get her a Kia. She doesn't have to get the model, but Kia's kind of expensive though. Don't think you're going to come in on a cheap. They're expensive. You know, but I want to educate her. And you'll be with me in the journey. So I got to turn in the nearest lane. We got to pick up this order from Panera, right? We got to go into the first lane, keep it short. Boom, got him. Hey, someone's got that new Kia right there. How you like that lime green? That boy's okay. It's like a pea green. So I have to make a right turn up here. Do I have to stop first? You do have to stop because cars are coming from your left, and I want to look to the left. I'm going to show you what you have to do. Look, now I got to go in. Okay. And this lane is for left turns, and it's this drive-through. I got to come over here. I got to line a car up, but I do not want to hit the curb. And I got to go up slow. Take my time. Okay, and I'm going to show you. So this is the journey. Time is flying by. Oh, man.
Maybe choose a Panera. Picking up order, you place an order.
Picking up.
What's the last name?
McCaney.
Okay, give me one moment. I'll bring it right out to you, okay?
Okay, should I come around to the door? I mean...
no, you can just stay right there. I'll bring it right to you.
Okay. Hey, I'm chilling right here. They're going to bring the food to me. But I think you seeing this and this young lady I'm teaching how to drive, we took her over to the road test facility and she went through the cones a couple times. She's learning, but she was driving a little off today. I could tell something's going on. It could be something in her relationship. She was just a little slow in her turns, a little bit more tentative, because when you drive someone more than 2 or 3 or 4 times, you learn their style. And yesterday she was making good turns, merging on off the freeway. Today she was just driving very slow, making wide turns, not really accelerating out of her turns. So I knew something is different. Something is different. And I told her, "Are you okay? I got something on my mind." So I don't know what's going on, but I told her, once you learn how to drive, you're mysteriously going to have a lot of friends. "Hey girl, let's go downtown. Let's go to the west side. Let's go out to the mall. Hey, I met someone. Can we go over there? He got a friend." I said, don't fall for the hype. Okay? All your friends are not real friends. They just want to be around you because you got a car. And I told her this. And you guys will find out also too about driving and who your real friends are, because what I'm finding that 19 to 29 or 32, they're just not driving. One, there's no one there to help. Two, you feel helpless. You know, oh, I see it coming out now. Okay. I feel special. Oh my God. Oh, I don't want to drop it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Bye. Man, you see this, bro? This is for the whole fam. You're part of my family too. So that was really nice of her. I got spoiled. And this could be you driving, picking up something for your family. "Mom, you know I don't have money. I just put $100 in so you can put gas in your car. And I ordered some stuff." And if your parents know you're working hard, they're gonna help you. If you're lying at home in your mama's basement, putting people in and out of the house, your parents are not gonna help you. So I don't know your situation, but I've learned if you work hard, people will recognize this. I'm checking traffic because I don't want to pull out. I got this food. Last time I dropped my chili. I had 2 bowls of chili and I was so lucky it didn't spill. So I got this Panera on the passenger seat. I'm holding the smoothie. And now I know how people who do food services, you know, how did they get it so quick? Nope, I'm not going to run this light. I wanted to. I'm not going to run it. Okay, I'm going to show you this area. Hey, can a brother get 10 lights? Okay, can a brother get 10 lights? So I did get a ticket here one time because I went through in a red, got a ticket, they dropped it. You can't go across on a red light. It says left turn, yield on green. So can't do it. So I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, I'm trying to get 10 likes. I'm at 8. Can you help me out? I'm asking for engagement. I'm telling you real life stories so you can reach your goal. Okay, if you're 16 to 20, you're going to have your family support. After 18, your parents are like, "We're not paying for a driver's ed. Wait till you're 18. Then you got to get Secretary of State. You got to take your test, but then you got to have someone to drive you." So this young lady's like that. She needs someone to drive her, and it was word of mouth. So you see all these cars coming by, and this road is very curvy. I've seen people go the wrong way on this road. The wrong way. People are honking their horns. I'm just sitting here chilling. Just relaxing, got that AC on. Even though it's an old car, I don't care. I'm chilling, man. You lose a little gas mileage, but that's okay. But I think for those of you who are watching, to be fearless, you got to go out and get a good instructor. You got to go out and get someone who's got your best interest in mind. Okay, because she found out about me through a friend that I taught how to drive. And then I said, "You know, you need your TIP. Oh, okay, I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks." She called me 2 weeks later. "I got it." I'm like, "Oh, you must want to drive." Now this road, I've driven around here before. I've done some tutorials in this Walmart area where people will just come out right in front of you and walk. So you got to really be careful. But this is a good area for parking, turning, 3-point turnarounds. And I'm showing you the whole process. Okay, I'm still at 8 thumbs up. Can I get to 10? Can you get me to 10? Can you help me reach this goal? Well, you said this is fearless. You have to believe in yourself to get a good instructor. There are good instructors out here, but you got to call. They just don't pop up. You're not going to find them on Facebook. But it's usually through, hey, my instructor was so nice. He was chill. He made me laugh. Oh, what's his name? Where does he work? Okay. And then I'm looking at traffic left and right. And you get a chance to see all this traffic. I can't see to the left, but I'm going to go ahead and move up because I can turn on red. And I'm looking to the left. And I don't want to pull out in front of traffic and get hit. So you have to wait. And this is rush hour. It's still rush hour. Cars run lights. Okay, my first lane is open. And what I want to do is just bring you guys value, right? I want to help you and show you. So I'm going to go live later. You got questions, click on the link, order some things from the stand store, set up a coaching call. I'm going to let you guys go. Bye. I will go live later.